Every impossible thing I have ever been part of started the same way. A line, drawn by hand, on paper. I was in my 20s, a senior structural test engineer at a drafting desk the size of a door. Ink on vellum, no undo. We qualified the titanium thrust vectoring exit plates on the YF-22 prototype, structural load, at temperature, until the hardware told us the truth. Then, carbon fiber, thrust reverser cascade vanes, airfoils in composite through a tight radius corner where the fiber does not want to go. And then the space shuttle, high temperature thermoplastics, tested as an alternative for the heat shield, under load, at temperature, with no precedent to follow. I like to tell people I used to be a rocket scientist. Rohr built the booster components. That one is true. For every one of them, we had to invent the test itself, and then the non-destructive method to inspect it for the rest of its service life. An FA-18 oil cooling intake that choked, but only in a hard, high-speed bank. We found it on an aerodynamic fixture I designed and built myself. Then, everything changed. Vellum to CAD, physical test to finite element, AutoCAD 1 to driven CAD-CAM. I led a test organization through every one of those transitions. On the A320, I coordinated Airbus, Pratt & Whitney, Hispano-Suiza, and British Aerospace, under 3 airworthiness authorities at the same time. And here is what I learned on every program, on every aircraft, and on the shuttle. The engineering was never the hard part. The knowledge was. A lesson learned on one program stays trapped there. Different tools, different formats, systems that never spoke. So we search. We ask whoever might remember. We rediscover at enormous cost what the enterprise already knew.
Here is what changes. We unify incompatible sources without replacing, rebuilding, or migrating anything.
Every element carries its own meaning and its own origin. What it is, where it came from, which program, which test, which engineer, which date, and how it may be used. Classification, adherence, compliance, governance, enforced at the data itself, not at the perimeter. Then orchestration, contextual intelligence that does not wait to be searched. It delivers the right knowledge to the right engineer before they know to ask. A materials finding on one airframe reaches the structures team on another. A radar insight reaches the threat modelers the same afternoon. One program learns, every program knows. This is the single source of truth. It runs where the work happens, on premises, near premises, at premises. Distributed AI data centers inside the fence line at the speed of the mission. Every silo, every discipline, every division, all of it aggregating into one circle. And at the center of that circle, the quantum core, materials that have not been invented, structures no one has modeled, problem spaces too large to compute. This is where the impossible becomes arithmetic. This is the next generation of enterprise intelligence for the companies that build what defends us. The future of aerospace, the future of defense, the future of flight, and the future of everything beyond it. I have spent my life proving that impossible is only a schedule. This is the art of the impossible.